Some of y'all are not going to want to hear this, but I'm going to explain it to you anyway because it's really important. This No Kings March is bullshit. This is what is called a pseudo event. It is an action that looks like it's meant to create change, but in fact, it doesn't create any change. There are going to be millions of people marching and making absolutely zero demands of our government. That is not a protest. That's a party. That's a millions of people across the country party. And the reason that these kinds of events happen is they are organized with the intention of being a pressure release valve, meaning that they're seeing that tensions are heightening, that people are pushing back against ICE, people are pushing back against what's happening. So they create this really big march and this big protest with absolutely no demands so that people go in the streets and they feel that camaraderie and they feel like they're doing something so that they will then sit down and do nothing. This is what's called controlled opposition. It is intended to divert energy from real organized action that is to fight the systems that we are in and to actually demand change with consequences for if those changes are not met. It is meant to divert energy away from that into something that is safe, that is police approved, that is really controlled, again, controlled opposition, and that is not going to be disruptive so that people can feel like they did something and then nothing actually changes. Meanwhile, the actual organized action, the actions that fight the system, that demand change, those actions now lose energy and lose steam because people went and marched in the streets and they feel good like they did something and now they can go Netflix and chill. This march, I understand people want to feel like they're doing something, and I understand that wanting that sense of community, but these are the kinds of events that actually harm real change to the systems that we are living in and all of the liberties that are being stripped of us right now. We need to actually come together and make demands of our government, of our politicians, and have consequences for those demands, because a march of millions of people in the street with no demands for actual change and no clear pathway for change is not a protest. It's a party.